Hey, it's John Chisholm with Nashville Christian Songwriters, and I'm really glad you're here to check out our bonus material. I hope you've downloaded and read through the new ebook, 7 Proven Strategies to Write Better Songs and Stand Out in a Crowded Songwriting Marketplace. If you've been on YouTube lately, you know there are millions of people writing songs, and you need to learn how to stand out. This book has a lot of information, links, and resources that I hope you'll find make your writing more effective immediately. But I wanted to follow up with you and give you even more bonus material with this 6-part songwriting mini course. If you're like me, you're probably always looking for fresh tips and inspiration for your writing. It's easy to get stuck and feel like you're not moving forward and writing the powerful songs you know you want to write. So in this 6-part mini-series, I'm going to give you tons of ways to get unstuck if you're bogged down, how to find and develop great hooks and titles, and how to turn them into real songs. I'm going to talk about home recording versus professional recording and give you as many tips and tricks as I can to get where you want to be. So let's get started. This is video 1, Finding, Developing, and Writing Great Hooks. It's no secret that every great song starts with a great hook, because the hook is almost always the title of the song. If you find a great hook, the song almost always writes itself. So how does that happen? How can you identify and then develop a memorable hook that will become the foundation of your next great song? Let me give you 3 elements that I always use to try to identify that. Number 1, a great hook is memorable. A hook is that one phrase in the song that stands out in your mind and comes back to you often through the day, sometimes even haunting you in the middle of the night. Your hook has to be what sticks in people's minds the most. Think about your favorite song, whether it's something on the radio, a hymn, or a worship song. What's the most memorable part? What are you thinking about right now? Well, it's probably the hook. So as you write your own hooks, keep the memorable element close at hand and ask yourself as you write if it's memorable enough to make your song be the best that it can be. And number 2, a great song isn't cheesy or kitschy. There's a fine line here. The difference between catchy and kitschy can be thin, but you can be aware and find it. And here's a way you can test that out. Just ask yourself what people will think or feel when they hear your title. Drill down a little bit in your mind and ask yourself which group of people will like this hook and why. If you decide only a very small group of people will understand or appreciate your title, it's probably too narrow. Another test you can use is to actually tell someone besides your mom about it and see if they think it's over the line corny. Hopefully you've got enough honesty around you to get their true reaction and decide if it's worth spending your time on. A great writer knows the balance between bad taste and excellence, even when writing a humorous or novelty type song. And then third, a great hook provides a satisfying payoff to the listener time and time again. Let's go back to that song you were thinking about a moment ago. I mean, when you find yourself humming it now and then through the day, what's the melody and lyric that comes to mind? A great hook is a marvelous combination of words and melody that stick with you even unconsciously and come floating back to lift your heart or invoke an emotion of some sort. Mine right now is Hillsong's This I Believe from their No Other Name album. It's the one that goes, I believe in God our Father, I believe in Christ the Son. If you don't know it, if you haven't heard it, go over to iTunes or Spotify and take a listen to it and see if you don't find it memorable and just a satisfying payoff to the verses that they've set up to lead into that chorus. I can't repeat it all here for copyright reasons, but jump over there and listen to it and just see if it doesn't come back to you later on. By the time the writers set up the chorus, every line in the verse led to that satisfying payoff of I believe in God our Father. So you should always be aware that every line, every word, every syllable in your verses and any pre-chorus always point to the hook. If you're wasting anything in the verses, you're actually weakening the payoff, that wonderful moment when everything's built to that payoff. So you just want to be careful about that. Hopefully you've done your homework, made people hungry for that payoff, and hopefully you've paid close attention to every line and nuance in the verse to make the chorus soar and stick with the listener. So there you have it, 3 elements of finding, developing, and writing your own great hooks that will make for your best songs yet. If you haven't gotten the ebook yet, download it from the link below or visit us at NashvilleChristianSongwriters.com. The next video is all about how to take that hook once you found it and developing it into a great song, and I know you don't want to miss that. Now let me ask you before we close out, do you feel like you need some personalized help getting unstuck or taking your writing where you want it to go? I offer personalized song coaching on our site, so if you're ready to kick your songwriting into high gear, click the link below and let's get started. I'm ready to help you get where you want to go in your songwriting. Nashville Christian Songwriters exists to empower Christian songwriters worldwide. It's our pleasure to serve you as you learn your craft and live your call. See you next time.